Our wealthy family has no need for a poor farm-raised daughter-in-law. You might as well go back home and take care of your smelly livestock. When I went to meet my family's fiancé to introduce myself for the first time, those were the shocking words they threw at me. They looked down on a farmer's daughter, but little did they know, they'd regret it soon enough. Now sit back and watch as the tables turn. My name is Kelsey Harper, and my family owns and operates a large farm. I grew up surrounded by fields of vegetables and fruit orchards, watching them thrive under the care of my parents. By the time I could walk, I was already helping out with fruits and vegetables always close by. I had always imagined myself working on the farm as an adult, continuing the family tradition. Now, I have my own family, a loving husband, and an energetic 5-year-old daughter. My daughter takes after me. Even at such a young age, she already loves the farm, especially the crops and vegetables. Strolling through the farm is one of her favorite activities. For her, it's a world of adventure. It's like watching a younger version of myself all over again. Our life is peaceful now, but getting to this point was anything but easy. After graduating from high school, I decided to go to college to further my knowledge about agriculture and sustainability. That's where I met Connor. We were in different majors, but we became close after joining the campus cooking club. Connor was a talented and passionate cook. Though I knew everything about fruits and vegetables from growing up on the farm, cooking wasn't exactly my strong suit. Still, I wanted to learn how to prepare delicious meals using my family's produce, which is why I joined the club. Connor had a kind, easygoing personality and was always surrounded by friends. Before I knew it, I found myself drawn to him too. We first got close when we were paired together during a group cooking project. Instead of laughing at my terrible knife skills, Connor patiently guided me through it. After club activities, we'd eat what we made together and walk home, and over time our bond grew into a relationship. One day after classes, Connor and I were at a cafe, enjoying coffee together. "This cake is delicious, isn't it?"
"Yeah, but the strawberries from my family's farm are even sweeter."
We were enjoying our lighthearted chat when suddenly a group of high schoolers called out to us. The one who called out to us was Connor's younger brother, Kenny, a teenager with flashy dyed hair and an air of arrogance.
"Hey, big bro, what are you up to? Are you on a date or something?"
he asked with a smug grin.
Yeah. So why don't you just leave us alone and get going?"
Connor tried to wave his brother off, but Kenny ignored him, locking his gaze on me instead.
"Huh, so this is your type of girl, huh? Black hair, glasses, so plain and serious looking. And your outfit, total country girl vibes."
It was my first time meeting him, and he didn't even bother introducing himself before hurling insults. His friends burst into stifled laughter, egging him on.
"Hey, have some decency, you jerk. Haven't you heard of basic manners?" Yeah, later, big bro. Hope you enjoy your time with your plain Jane."
After Kenny and his crew finally left, Connor turned to me, bowing his head apologetically.
"I'm so sorry about that. He's always been rude like that."
"Well, I know I'm not exactly the type to stand out in a crowd, but you and your brother really don't seem alike at all."
"Yeah, that's because we're not related by blood."
"Really? How come?"
"My mom passed away when I was a kid, and my dad remarried later. My older sister and I share the same mom, but Kenny is my stepmom's son."
"Oh, I see. Sounds like you must have had a difficult childhood."
"Not really. My dad seems really happy with his new wife, and my stepmom isn't a bad person either. But I hate that my brother ruined what was supposed to be a fun date for us. Sorry about that."
"It's fine. Let's just finish this cake, okay?"
"Sure, but you better hurry before I eat it all."
Although his brother's words stung, I wasn't the type to let something like that weigh on me for long. But I never could have imagined that this brief encounter would ripple out into something far greater. My relationship with Connor continued strong, even after we graduated from college. I joined my family's farm, and Connor started working as an office worker. With both of our careers going well, we naturally started talking about marriage when we were 25. And so it was decided that we'd visit Connor's family to formally announce our plans. I knew Connor came from a well-off family. but hearing that they lived in a luxury high-rise apartment added to my nerves. Hey, I'm really starting to get nervous.
You don't have to be so nervous. It's not about whether they like you. What matters is how we feel about each other.
I know, but I still can't shake the way Kenny acted a few years ago.
Forget about that. It doesn't matter anymore. By the way, you look amazing today. More beautiful than usual, so be confident.
His words gave me a little boost, and I took a deep breath to calm my nerves. When we rang the doorbell, Connor's mother, Lisa, greeted us at the door. Oh, so you must be Kelsey. It's nice to meet you. You seem a bit plain, if I may be honest. Her opening comment left me momentarily breathless.
Mom, what are you saying? Kelsey is an incredible woman, and I'm lucky to have her.
Oh, come now. There's no need to get all worked up, dear. Let's head inside, shall we? Although her tone unsettled me, I followed her into the living room. In the living room, Connor's father, Paul, sat waiting on the couch, his posture stiff and formal.
Nice to meet you, Kelsey. I understand this is about marriage, but let's hear it directly from Connor. Yes, I want to marry Kelsey, and today we're here to formally announce our intentions.
Paul's expression darkened for a brief moment before he shot his next question at me.
Well then, Kelsey, what exactly do you do for a living?
I'm working at my family's farm right now.
A farm?
Paul's expression grew even sterner, his brow furrowing deeply.
So does that mean your parents are farmers?
Yes, they grow vegetables and fruit, and I help manage the operations. Oh my, a farmer's daughter no less. Connor, I thought you'd bring home someone a little more refined. Linda let out a faint scoff, her gaze dismissive. What exactly do you mean by that? Well, you know, I heard you've been dating since college, but I can't help thinking that she seems a bit dull for your liking. And farms, well, they're hardly stable, are they? Connor, marrying someone like this will only bring hardship into your life. Linda's words were like a dagger to my heart, tightening an ache in my chest. Farming is hard work, yes, but it's work I've always taken immense pride in. But I never expected such a blatant dismissal, especially from someone I hope to call family. Excuse me, but I think it's wrong to belittle farming as a profession. I'm deeply proud of the work my family does. My sharp response made Paul and Linda blink in surprise.
What kind of tone is that? Typical of someone from the countryside. No manners whatsoever. Dad, Mom, Kelsey doesn't deserve to be spoken about like that. We're going to get married, no matter who or what stands in our way.
At that moment, the sound of hurried footsteps echoed from the hallway, and Kenny barged into the living room.
I'm back. So your fiancé's still hanging around.
Now even flashier than he'd been in high school, Kenny sported an excessive number of jangling accessories.
Oh man, I can't believe you're actually planning to marry someone this boring. Wait a minute, didn't we meet somewhere before? You look slightly better than back then, but still a plain Jane.
Connor clenched his fists, visibly struggling to contain his anger at Kenny's relentless rudeness.
Kenny, that's enough. I've already told you to stop being so rude. What? I'm just being honest. I just don't like the idea of having a country bumpkin for a sister-in-law.
At that moment, both Linda and Paul chuckled, as though Kenny's cruel words were perfectly acceptable. Well, he's not wrong. A poor farmer's daughter doesn't exactly fit into a family like ours.
That's exactly right. Farming is just endless work, with little reward. What if she starts begging us for money someday?
A surge of anger and sorrow welled up in my chest, the words cutting deeper than I'd expected. But I couldn't just walk away, not without standing up for myself and what I believed in. Excuse me, but aren't you the ones lacking in common decency? I have never once been ashamed of my family or the work we do. My sudden rebuttal left them stunned, their smug expressions faltering.
What did you just say? How insolent. That's exactly why I can't stand people from the countryside.
Not just your appearance, but your attitude is equally out of place here. The weight of their hostility became too much, and I quickly made my way out of the apartment. As soon as I stepped outside, tears streamed down my face, no longer held back. But before I could get far, Connor's voice called out to me, filled with desperation.
Wait, Kelsey, please don't go.
He ran after me, placing a hand on my shoulder. His eyes held no hesitation, no regret.
No matter what my parents say, I want to be with you. I believe that with you, we can build a happy future, no matter the challenges.
Though his words were a balm to my heart, the weight of his family's hostility made it impossible to respond immediately. Connor, but I don't think I can ever get along with them. Just then, a woman's voice broke through the tension. Connor, what on earth are you doing? I've been calling after you since you left the apartment. The woman running toward us was Connor's older sister, Sarah. With short hair and an air of intelligence, she glanced at me and looked surprised. Connor, what's going on here? This girl is crying. What did you do?
Oh, Sarah, no, it's not like that. Well, maybe it's kind of my fault. And this is...
After Connor quickly explained the situation, Sarah turned to me and embraced me in a hug. Seriously, men can be so clueless. I'm sorry you've been treated so poorly. I hate that this should be our first encounter with one another. No, it's not your fault. But I know exactly how terrible they can be. By the way, Kelsey, is your family by any chance Harper Farms? Yes, that's right. But how do you know about us? Of course I do. My company sources many of its premium fruits from Harper Farms. Her words surprised me, but then she made a startling suggestion. I've got a brilliant idea to turn this situation around. Though unsure, the confidence in her voice made me nod in agreement. A few days later, following Sarah's plan, we invited Connor's parents and Kenny to Harper Farms.
Dragging us all the way out to the countryside. What's the point of this? And strawberry picking. Ugh, I don't want to ruin my clothes by crouching in the dirt. I hate the smell of the countryside. Let's just get this over with and leave. Don't worry, Mom. This place is designed so you can enjoy it without getting dirty. Plus, they have a cafe and a variety of strawberries to try.
Though reluctant at first, Connor's parents couldn't hide their surprise at the size and facilities of the farm. We led them to one of our most popular attractions, the state-of-the-art strawberry greenhouse.
What is this place?
At that moment, I stepped forward with a bright smile.
It might look impressive, but if the taste isn't good, it's pointless.
Paul plucked the strawberry skeptically, took a bite, and his eyes widened in shock.
Wow, the balance of sweetness and tartness is perfect.
Welcome to my family's farm. Connor's parents and Kenny stood frozen in shock at my words.
Wait, this is really just a farm? But from the map earlier, I saw there's a cafe and a gift shop too.
Yes, my family owns and operates this entire facility. We also run a cafe and restaurant that serves desserts made with our strawberries and other fruits. We even have a petting zoo and a research facility for innovative farming techniques.
So this entire farm is your family's property?
That's correct. As I smiled calmly, Connor's parents were left speechless.
Wait, hold on. A farm this big. Is your family wealthy?
Farming is hard work, but our business is thriving thanks to nationwide distribution and partnerships with high-end hotels and restaurants. Our strawberries, in particular, are known as royal strawberries and are popular with luxury dessert shops and even international celebrities.
Royal strawberries? You mean those world-famous ones? Wait, so you are saying that this farm generates significant profits?
I could see the sudden gleam of green in their eyes. After witnessing the scale and success of the farm, Connor's parents' attitude began to shift.
Well, I never imagined this farm would be so impressive. Looking at the land and facilities, it's clear a great deal of investment has gone into this.
As Paul gaped in astonishment, Sarah appeared, dressed in a sharp suit. Hello, Dad, Mom. Are you enjoying the strawberries?
Sarah, what are you doing here?
My company works with Harper Farms. Most of the premium fruits we handle come from here.
But still, isn't that just farm work?
That's exactly what I've been trying to say. Farming is an admirable profession. And Kelsey isn't just any farmer's daughter. She graduated at the top of her class in agricultural studies and has achieved remarkable results in crop development and farming techniques. The person you belittled and tried to push away is an extraordinary woman.
Sarah's words left Connor's parents visibly shaken. I had no idea. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, Kelsey, why didn't you tell us this sooner? We misunderstood. A young lady from such an amazing farm is more than welcome here. Linda's sudden change in attitude made me smile calmly. If I recall correctly, you didn't even let me finish introducing myself before you dismissed me for being a farmer's daughter. Did we really do that? Mom, stop it. It's too late to cover things up now. Sarah's sharp words silenced Linda, her face turning bright red. Kenny, on the other hand, wasn't ready to let go of his sarcastic remarks. I mean, no matter how big this farm is, it's still just about veggies and fruit, right? Kenny, stop it. If you can't show respect, just keep your mouth shut. There was a sharp edge of anger in Connor's voice. When he turned to face his parents, his frustration became even clearer. Dad, Mom, please stop embarrassing yourselves any further. You've looked down on Kelsey and this farm from the very beginning. That was a misunderstanding. Yes, we were just surprised, that's all. It's too late, Dad. Don't act like you didn't say those awful things to Kelsey. I'm going to marry Kelsey because she's the love of my life. And I've decided that we're going to cut ties with you. Paul and Linda looked shocked, but there was no hesitation in Connor's face. What did you say? Connor, you're abandoning us? You never really cared what I wanted from the beginning, have you? Your opposition to our marriage was all about appearances and your own pride. I want to build a new life with Kelsey and respect her and her family for who they are. Connor's resolute declaration left his parents speechless. His voice carried all the emotions he had held back until now. After that, we were officially married, and Connor became a cherished part of my family. The wedding took place on the farm, with freshly harvested flowers and fruits adding vibrant colors to the celebration. Friends and neighbors gathered to celebrate with us, filling the day with laughter and joy. We severed all ties with his parents and Kenny, finally freeing ourselves from their toxic influence and starting a new chapter in our lives. Connor's sister Sarah remained a steadfast supporter and ally, visiting the farm often. Kelsey, the wedding was absolutely beautiful. And that strawberry cake? Amazing! Thank you, Sarah. Connor made it special with our farm's strawberries. Not just the farm. Have you considered starting a restaurant? It could be a great new venture. That one suggestion planted the seed for a new idea, opening a cafe on the farm. The farm business thrived, with Connor playing a vital role in its success. Using his culinary expertise, Connor became the face of our new cafe, designing menus that showcased the farm's produce. Connor, it looks like today's blueberry pie was a big hit, too. Really? It's thanks to the collaboration with the local blueberry farm. The cafe wasn't just a place to eat. It became a hub for strengthening ties with other local farmers. It evolved into a community that uplifted the entire region. Our lives grew fuller with the addition of a new life. Our daughter became captivated by life on the farm, finding new wonders every day. Hey Connor, look. Our daughter has already learned the names of the strawberry varieties. That's amazing. She's going to be a great farmer someday. But I'll be a farmer who makes cakes like Daddy, too. Watching her grow strengthened our bond as a family. Walking through the farm together became a cherished escape from the busyness of life. One day, a letter arrived from Connor's mother. I hope you're doing well. Lately, I can't stop thinking about you all. The letter was filled with words of regret and apologies. I've realized how wrong we were in what we said and did back then. She wrote that she was now working at a small local restaurant trying to start anew. Connor, what do you think? Should we go see her? Honestly, I'm still unsure, but it might be worth giving her a chance. I nodded quietly at Connor's words, sensing the weight of the decision. It felt like a test of our newfound strength as a family. The cafe gained national attention, and we set our sights on a new goal. We launched a project aimed at revitalizing agriculture across the region. With this project, I want more people to understand how incredible farming can be. And we'll pass the pride of being a farmer to future generations. With pride in our hearts, we continued paving the way for the farm's future. We prayed that this farm would remain a place of growth for our family and for the community it serves.